Welcome into another edition of the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey, along with the head coach of the Redskins, Kirk Frederick, and this is going to be fun. What those kind of games are. Probably not for the other kids at Southmoore, but my goodness, what a performance for your guys.
We challenged our guys to go out and win a district championship, and we felt like with the way that we've played in district, if we could solidify this win, we would clinch the district title. It's something that's real important to our guys, especially, over the last 10 years, there's been a few times we haven't won it. And so we wanted these seniors to go out as district champs, and man, did they come out and perform like that.
They did. And sometimes it's hard to do in a game that you really think you're going to win. But take a look at these stats, and you're going to see that it wasn't hard. Total of 76 yards for Southmoore. When have you seen one lower, have you?
Yeah, defensively we played really well, and Southmoore is a team who has a lot of tradition. The last couple of years have struggled a little bit. They were playing a freshman at center and 3 or 4 other sophomores in the O-line. And if there's one thing I've learned over years in coaching, if your offensive line is playing well, you got a great chance to have a good team, regardless of what anyone else does. And so they're young, and we had a very tough defensive front, and so those guys were able to really establish their will on their offense, and defensively played extremely well. And as well as the defense played, the offense was just tremendous.
Yeah, 266 passing yards and 137 rushing. You see the total of over 400. Really like the 2 penalties too.
Yeah, it was nice. It was one of those things that we tried to work on this week, tried to emphasize. We still had a few, but our guys, they were cognizant of it and really tried their best not to have those issues.
When you start talking about players of the game, it was about 8 passes in that I turned to my stats guy on the radio broadcast and said, "What's Peyton?" Well, at that point he was 8 for 8, and he finishes 9 for 9 for 200 plus and 6 touchdowns. It's a record in my goodness.
Yeah. There's just no other way you can put it. I mean, for a guy to have, gosh, what is it, 67% touchdown rating.
Yeah,
I guess
right.
If you throw touchdowns 67% of the time, that's pretty good. So what a great night for him, and to multiple receivers. We got guys on the board and had some great catches. We'll see some of those highlights, but Peyton just played outstanding.
Nice to see Torrey Dillard get one. I know he's worked really hard. Then Dawson Prock on defense, and I kept calling his name over and over again, and then you realize, boy, he's having a terrific game.
He really did. Dawson has played very well, senior linebacker, and man, what a hammer he is. I mean, if he puts his helmet on you, you're going to feel it. I mean, he definitely played probably his best football game. He had a couple of drive killers, those couple of great plays that ended the drive. Had a couple of tackles for loss. Dawson played really well. And
Michael Walker on special teams, and he's a big body. You think of playing defense. You don't think of those kind of guys being special teams players, but he's been great the last couple of weeks.
He has played really well, and the work that he's putting in practice is just one of those things you don't see very often on the film, but the practice tape is really paying off because I think he's blocked 2 kicks in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and again, you don't see that, but that guy, he's got great feet. He moves really well for a big guy. And the greatest thing about winning games like this is it builds on what you've been preaching to them coaching, doesn't it?
It does. It's one of those things that you just – you play a good game against Owasso, the first district game, and you say, hey, let's build on some momentum. Let's go into this next game, and then the next game. And what you're seeing is a team that really is believing in what we're working on and executing those things.
And you're going to see those things coming up. First half highlights, and there's a lot of them next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
For more than 50 years, Central States Orthopedics and Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center have been the area's leading orthopedic and sports medicine providers. And now, we've joined forces as Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. One name, one focus. Excellent orthopedic and sports medicine care. Together, we serve as the team physicians for almost every high school and university in the region. We are the area's leading expert for work-related injuries, and our surgical hospital is the only 5-star rated hospital in Tulsa. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Come see why we're better together.
Union fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of the Union Redskins. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Union Redskins athletic app will keep you up to date with all things Union. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the Union Redskins. You can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back to the Union Football Coaches Show. Kirk Frederick, the head coach. I'm Rick Coy, the voice of the Redskins. Let's get right to it. Here's the first half highlights of Union and Southmoore. And gosh, there are a lot of these highlights to show, Coach.
There really is, and nothing like being back at home. Our guys are real excited about being there and coming out in front of the home crowd. Had a good crowd there, good spirit. Student section there supporting us, and we start the game off and thought we were going to start off the way we did last time with them kicking out of bounds to us, but we're able to get Spencer Shadle there and start on the other side of the 40. Met one of our team goals. JT getting the ball early there. Good blocking out there by Cameron Watts. Darius getting the ball inside, getting some tough yardage. They were going to play us in man coverage, zero coverage, no safety in the middle of the field. So trying to stop the run, so we were able to get behind him. Jaquay Shavers here. Good protection, great pass. You wonder if this one's going to be complete or incomplete. They all are complete from Peyton tonight, so pretty cool deal there, Jaquay. And then we hit Darius out of the backfield. Again, just doing a great job. Love the play. Good job there, Jake Henry, good protection. Linebacker can't keep up with Darius, and we're off to the first score.
Yeah, that was a DNA play.
First play of the game, Darius Murdoch. I just remember this play all night long. You know, Darius just a force inside there on the nose guard, making big plays. There's Darius again. You got Jake Rogers coming in, Panther. Lots of guys in on the tackle, and I think we had several 3 and outs on the night. Got the ball right back to our offense. Love the cut, love the patience. Got Q Barnes back in there. Q's been out a couple of weeks at guard, and getting Q back gave us another guy in there to play along as well as Ryan, and those guys did a really good job. Good protection inside by Mason Givens and Torrey Dillard. What a great throw, great catch. Awesome play from Torrey, and you can tell he needs to score a few more so he knows how to celebrate coming off his feet. But you can tell how excited our team was and the players were for him. He had lots of celebration there. Oh my goodness, great play. Nick Jones, Tomlin in there, both those guys just did an outstanding job. Got good pressure from the outside backer, making plays and forced the errant pitch. Come inside, Nick Jones again, fitting his hole inside there. Givens in there, Mason from defensive end spot doing well. Great block by Brock Henry, good kick out block. You can see right there, got Ryan Rodriguez wrapping around. Elijah Tomlin at tailback now, getting the tough yardage inside. Here's Darius again coming in, ran right out of his shoe, and did a great job busting the play inside. Just an outstanding job, good block by Jake Henry on the backer, and lots of guys down the field. And while he's putting his shoe on, we go right to A.J. Green. A.J. Green's not a bad guy to stick in there, almost gets into the end zone there. Darius gets his shoe back on, and we're back in the end zone.
Yeah, he had no problem with that one. Great blocking up front.
Outstanding job pushing him into the end zone. Love the play by Nick Jones. Nick read it so well. Outstanding job by Nick, senior inside linebacker. Great play inside. How about there's another outstanding play by Nick. Just kind of decided he wanted to take all of these for this one here. McGuire there on the edge, doing a good job. Sometimes on these plays, it's just a race to see who can make the tackle first. Love the play. We had 87 yards in return between Kyler Pearson right here. What a great return. Gets it down to the 30. Between him and Braden White, just an outstanding job in our punt return game.
And just those hidden yards too.
What a throw and catch. Outstanding job there again, Jaquay Shavers. Look inside there, good protection. You got the offensive center there in Cantu doing a good job. Jaquay going in for the touchdown.
And that wasn't an easy catch.
Force it pretty well. We got to keep outside leverage there by Jaquan, but it does a good job of forcing the block. Trey with the pressure. Quarterback took a big shot inside there, and you see JoJo Nichols on the defense. Nice job there by Tomlin. Several other guys. Rogers coming in there. Lots of guys on defense making plays. Here we are. We get the block punt, and outstanding job there. I love the play there by Cameron Watts. Goes in. That's 2 weeks in a row. We've blocked for a touchdown. Special teams, Coach Davis and his staff doing a really good job. Get the edge on us just a little bit. Talented quarterback gets it out there for a first down. You can see JT out there doing a nice job tackling the intended receiver there. Good job. There's Dawson Prock coming in, and him and Michael Walker making a nice stop going into the second quarter.
And yeah, we're just now going into the second quarter with all
big
those
time
points.
play. Love this play in here. Jacoby Gibbs, defensive end, senior defensive end. Great play there. Of course, Tomlin's in there, always steady off that edge, and lots of guys making the play. Come underneath. Proc makes a nice stop there on the drag route. He recognizes it, and we're able to get him off the field. Kyler with the great play comes across here. Official called him out of bounds. Looks like our cameraman sees it a little bit differently. Good job by Peyton, not making a mistake here. You know, we've done a really nice job being smart with the play. They get underneath here, our offense. A couple of plays, just a little bit stagnant. Come right back here with a great screen play. Outstanding blocking downfield. There's Quentin Barnes. Anytime you get a guard that can run down the field like that for 50 or 60 yards. And of course, Darius just has the speed and the power to take it in for another touchdown.
He's had a lot of tough yards. I'm really glad to see him get some
great job. Good blocking here on the outside, just kind of escorting there, and does a really nice job. Cuts against the grain on a safety that fits over the top. Good vision. Love the way our guys are playing. Great job again, scraping backers. Good job on the edges, pushing them out of bounds. Got Peoples in there on pressure, trying to run the smoke screen. Jaquay's there. Quarterback is able to step up, but Tomlin's right there to make the big stop and forces them into a bad situation.
A lot of hats on the ball.
Yes, too. Dawson Prock with another big stop. Again, you're seeing our offense with the ball down on that end, and love the play here. Good play. We hit Darius with this early, and then A.J. Green, good throw, good catch, good execution. Nice job with A.J., and is just getting better and better and running with more confidence. Got inside, you got Gage Wright in there, defensive end, doing a nice job. Nick Jones, lots of guys inside doing a good job. Damari Beard as well. There's Jacoby in there. JoJo Nichols making a nice stop from the safety position. Big time pressure from Trey. Trey getting in there, doing a good job. It brings a lot of energy into the practice every day, and it's fun to see kids celebrating and having fun.
Well, you just knew how glad he was to be back.
Always good to have a guy like Trey back on the field for more than one reason. How about B. White coming in here, Braden White, nice job. Again, just the return game. You know, we're always trying to win the punt, and anytime we can get our guys to return the ball like that, we got a great shot. Good job by Jaquay Shavers out front with the block. Cantu's there, and Darius getting it in there real close. And then we throw a slant route here across there to Shadle, and that set a school record for 6 touchdowns in a game by Peyton Thompson. Just had a tremendous night. Coming back in, again, we've been subbing some different guys out, making plays. Got Josh Frederick in there, makes a nice stop from the edge. And see one pass come across there, and then Palmer comes in and makes a really good play from the corner position, senior defensive back.
There goes Jalen.
Jalen Smith just running so tough inside, doing a good job. Jacob Fuller in there at tackle, making a big stop there, doing a good job. There's Harker out front making a nice stop. And Alex Slaughter, a young sophomore offensive lineman, is going to be really good for us in there as well, making some big plays, good blocks in there for Jalen. And then love seeing B. White here. Gets a little bit of the speed. He's got some of that baseball speed in him. Does a really good job on the sweep. Here's Jalen inside, doing a good job. Jalen Brown on the outside. Jalen and Jalen on that one. Got the good block. Got Jalen carrying the ball in and getting a big touchdown.
He's got pretty good speed.
Good job on the edge. Fuller there on the block, and then gets outside and gets in the end zone.
Well, that's about as complete as you can be. 63-0 there in the first half. And I know you're not trying to run the score up. These kids are just playing.
Yeah, our guys are playing tough. You got Grant Crooms in there making a nice stop. Again, it's one of those situations that the score's definitely surprising. But when you get a couple of plays that are, one scores and you get a block punt and a lot of 3 and outs, those kind of situations, the game can get ahead of you. But again, I can't fault our guys for wanting to play hard.
No, you had a lot of guys that were mixing in with the ones that I thought did a really nice job. You mentioned Jacoby. I thought he was terrific.
Yeah, there's several of those guys. You know, when you look at our seniors, and we'll go into senior week this next week, but those guys have played in our program for 3 years, and they know how to play football, and there's depth there and a lot of really good football players.
And it's exciting when they get a chance to go do that. All right, when we come back, second half highlights of Union and Southmoore. Stay with us here on the Union Football Coaches Show.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independence Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independence Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
We're back on the Union Football Coaches Show. Kirk Frederick, the head coach. I'm Rick Corey. Let's get the second half highlights at Union and Southmoore. And when it's 63-0 in the first half, you're thinking, hey, what are you going to do for me now?
That's exactly right. We want to get in and compete. You got Stephon Forbes with the kickoff, kicks it into the end zone. Stephon has punted the ball so well. 45-yard average in the last game. Big improvement from early on. Really proud of Stephon.
Obviously playing a lot of different guys here, but that's an opportunity to get a good look.
A lot of different guys. Joe Cleary, senior outside backer, makes back-to-back plays here. Of course, you got Josh Peoples in there, a junior defensive lineman making a stop. Oh my goodness, what a hit by Palmer right there. Senior corner, gives us a great look every day, and you can see right there, he was ready to make the best of his opportunity getting in on a Friday night.
And so is Jalen. Here we go.
Jalen coming in, good blocks underneath there, doing a nice job. We got Trent DeSmit in at quarterback, throws the ball out there. Jalen Brown, nice slant route, and unfortunately just a little bit short of the sticks, and we're going to punt the ball away. We talked about a 45-yard average. How about that? Avante's down there with it. Kalo's in there. We get a ball that's punted inside the 10-yard line. Just a great job, and you know Southmoore's thinking, man, can anything go our way?
And quite honestly, it doesn't.
How about this one right here? Damari Beard, senior nose guard, comes in, makes a great play. We get a safety, and really proud of that guy. He got a couple candy bars off that game, a couple of really nice plays. Unfortunately, we're subbing a lot of guys out. We just do not handle the ball well. We've got a learning experience there. So we get the turnover off the safety. Defense needs to come in and make some nice plays. You see Harris coming in. They're making a nice stop. Good job by Peoples on the quarterback. We miss a tackle on the edge right there. But a lot of our guys coming in, fighting hard. Keegan King making a nice stop. They missed the play on the hitch route. Come back with the smoke. We need to be physical in there. You got Sanders coming in, a senior defensive back, and then Grant Crooms finishing it off. Run the quarterback inside. We miss a couple up front, but Grant Crooms, a really good open field tackler. Grant makes a nice stop, senior safety. Really a good football player for us.
You guys are giving yards grudgingly.
They get into the fourth quarter. They run a little wildcat formation, a little empty set. Use their quarterback as a running back, and our guys coming in making a really nice stop. Outstanding job. Stanton Coleman in there makes a nice play. And of course, Harris in there making a nice stop, senior linebacker. There's Palmer forcing it again. Gavin in there making a nice stop. Really proud of Gavin Kohler, sophomore, outside backer, in there making good stops. He's getting a couple of yards here, getting close to the goal line. Guys trying to keep him out. We make a nice play on the quarterback or the tailback, but he does a good job of faking it there and gets into the end zone. Come back here. They kick the onside, the high onside again. Bobby Saavedra does a good job of fielding it and gets the ball back to our guys. Avante Wilkins Jr. tailback in there, running back now, gets a couple of carries inside. He runs so tough inside. Really like the way Avante plays football. Here we are kicking the ball again. Get a nice punt again. Stefan, good punt inside. There's Avante down the field. AJ's there. Our guys again downing it down deep in their territory. There's Joe Cleary coming in, trying to run the football on the weak side there, and Joe's there to make a really, really good stop. Alex Love, junior defensive lineman, makes a nice play there. Good to see Alex in there making a play. Got Big Day in there at nose guard, another junior big guy inside, making it tough for him.
He's huge.
Yes, Day is a big old boy that's tough to move.
When I saw him first line up, I thought, is he like one of the coaches? He's a big kid.
Yeah, looks like who was the Green Bay D lineman there?
Oh yeah,
Gilbert guy there.
One of those dudes. Yeah, but they didn't get a whole lot of yards.
They didn't get much there inside, and proud of our guys, proud of the way that they played, and they really did. They celebrated that district championship after the game. Had a lot of guys out on the field, and a lot of students. It was a good night for the Redskins.
You know, it's one thing to say that you're going to have a goal for your team, but to bring your own emotion, it's nice at home because that helps. But they know what's happening. They know what Southmoore's records were. To play that well in that game, I thought said something about the mindset for this team.
I was really proud of our kids. You know, challenged them to do that, and at one point during the week, we thought that they might have slipped a little bit in their focus, and I think they answered any of those doubts.
Yeah, maybe got their attention a little bit during the week. Yeah, probably. All right, when we come back, we'll get up close and personal with some great pictures from our buddy Dean Atchison. That's next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
Hey Union students, show off your Union spirit by wearing Union gear, only available at the U-Wear store. The U-Wear store has athletic gear, clothing, and other merchandise so that you and your friends can look stylish while repping the U. The U-Wear store has the best quality items and is partnered up with major brands such as Nike, Under Armour, and even Champion. For a limited time, Union High School students who present their ID at checkout will receive 10% off all items. So stop by the U-Wear store today and reward yourself with some awesome gear.
Tim shares his jacket.
Don thinks he's kinda nice.
Danny shares with Beth.
On a beach in paradise.
Robert shares his dance moves.
Then he shares a spin.
Victor shares with Emily.
But she's more into Quinn.
Kevin shares a song and the spotlight with Colleen.
Nick shares with Ben's sister, the DJ who's 19.
Deja shares with Curtis.
After her curfew.
Sharing's always better when I share a Coke with you.
One more segment this week on the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey with Kirk Frederick, the head coach. Let's get right to our up close and personal, where we get some fantastic still shots from our buddy Dean Atchison.
Yeah, Dean does an outstanding job. I mean, drives every week from Mustang to come up and support the Redskins. Hey, about the junior ROTC right here. They do a nice job every week. Love what Sergeant Snow does with them, and you know, every week they're cleaning up the stadium afterwards. What a great group of kids. Really proud of their efforts and the way that they perform for us. Darius Boone on the big shot. Got Jake Rogers in here. Lots of guys coming in. Nice tackle in there by Jake, junior lineman. Again, the cowboy collar always sticks out when I see him playing there. Kind of a throwback. Big E, Elijah Tomlin. Nice wrap-up tackle there. Great job. That senior's having a great year. What a great shot. I don't know how Dean gets. Seems like he's in every spot in the stadium. What a great camera shot there, Jaquay. Someday Jaquay's going to love that shot. And good touchdown there. We got Mason Givens and Nick Jones, a lot of guys in there making a stop. That tailback was kind of in trouble right there. How about the Renegade Regiment? Outstanding performance, halftime. I don't ever get to see it, but I see it every morning while they're practicing. Finished 5th in their regional up in Indiana. Love the support and having them there for our halftime.
Hey, you know that kid on the right, right?
Yeah, that kid on the right. JT Frederick, Jack Federline, Doc Blevins, our sideline reporter there, down there. I think they did a little halftime interview. Those ball boys work extremely hard. Braden White, on that kick return there, did a great job. Love seeing Braden in there. Of course, Damari Beard in there as well. And then you can see right now, this is an outstanding job on that blocked punt that led to a Cameron Watts touchdown.
So you score on offense a lot, you score on defense, and you score on special teams. I mean,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, but what else are you going to do? I mean,
yeah,
we
talk a lot about third downs, and that's one of those big goals. And last week our offense was 67% on third down, and that's really good. I mean, anytime you can get close to 45, 50% on third downs is really good. And then defensively, you try to keep them under 30, and they were 0 for 12 on third downs the other night. And so it was a mismatched night. No disrespect to Southmoore, but I was really proud of the way our kids played. We just executed. They gave us opportunities, and our kids made plays, and really, really excited about where our team is.
So we're going to finish this up with Edmond North, the last regular season game, already district champions. Talk about district in a minute, but what can you tell us about Edmond North?
Well, Edmond North is they've got a really good quarterback. He played for him last year as well, and really like the way that they are trying to execute a really good plan. He does a good job running the football under scrambled situations. Offensive line for them has struggled a little bit, where they haven't scored as many points, but the quarterback is a guy we need to watch out for.
All right, then coming into playoff time, and everybody knows when you're a district champ, you're going to get matched up with that number 4 team. Who do we think that's going to be?
Well, since they made the split, there's only 2 districts, and so everything's cross bracket from the beginning, I guess. But we're going to face the number 4 team from the other district, and Broken Arrow has kind of cinched that number 1 spot, and it looks like Jinx will be second in that side, and then those last couple of spots are kind of wide open. You've got Edmond, Santa Fe, you've got Westmoore, you got Norman, UConn with an outside chance. So this last game will make all the difference. Norman and Santa Fe play each other. Westmoore, kind of a 3-way tie. It might be Westmoore, might be Santa Fe, a little bit of Norman. We're just going to have to wait and see after Friday night.
But of course, that will be here at Union Tuttle. Now, take us to the second round and how crossover and how the matchups work.
Yeah, you look at when you look at the bracket, just for the teams that are on this side, it looks like Jinx will be on our side of the bracket, so that would be a semifinal game. If you looked outside, if the favorites win. And then if Broken Arrow continues to win and go through that side of it, then they would make it into the finals. It's interesting on our side with Owasso losing to Moore last week. Now Owasso's into a situation where they could finish 2nd or 4th or 3rd, and Putnam City North has the upper hand, which is a good football team that's done a lot of good work this year. And Putnam City North and Owasso play this Friday night with lots of playoff implications.
Is this as late in the season as you've seen that many teams in the mix?
From both sides, yes. Every once in a while last year you may have a 3 and a 4 or 3-way tie for 4th or whatever it might be, but for both sides of the districts to be that way, it lets you know that it's becoming very competitive.
And you're trying to get your team to peak right now. As I always say, it's not the best team, it's the team that's playing best. To be the team that's playing best, you have to have their focus, and it was obvious to me you had it last week.
Well, we start talking about week 11 around here really early in the season, and I think that's been very critical for our guys trying to peak at the right time and take everything in perspective. Whether you win or lose or how well you play during the year, it's where you're at week 11, which is the beginning of the playoffs, and that's what we're excited about.
And you got to remember, it's easy to play sometimes sloppy when the other team's not playing well, but this team's not doing that. So come out and see them on senior night. It'll be Edmond North here to take on the Union Redskins at Union Tuttle Stadium, and we'll rejoin you next week after that game right here on the U Football Coaches Show. We'll see you then.